This is a video where there will likely be no neutral opinions. You're either going to hate it, or you're going to love it. Regardless of how you feel, the information presented in this video will be factual with little bits of my own personal opinion sprinkled in. What's going on, everybody? I'm Zach Drives Fast for the RideShare Guy, and in this video, we're going to discuss if the Top Dasher program is your ticket to better orders, or if it's a complete waste of time. Chances are what you think you know about the Top Dasher program is wrong. Arguably, the Top Dasher program has created more of a divide amongst the community than just about anything else. And despite factual information being readily available, many drivers continue to accept and decline orders based on their feelings and old information, despite current information being available to them. I'm not making this video to attack the way anybody makes money. I'm making this video to separate feelings from fact and to counter some common misconceptions that could negatively impact your earning ability. Like many things with DoorDash, the Top Dasher program is not the same today as it was 6 months ago. In fact, DoorDash puts a big disclaimer at the bottom of all of their program descriptions on their website, stating that they can modify just about anything they want at any time. Let's go back in time. I want to show you how the misinformation of today is rooted in the promises of older versions of the program. By meeting the requirements for the Top Dasher program, you were given the ability to dash now, priority to orders where the customer spent $35 or more, and the claim that DoorDash would break the tie in your favor if you and a non-Top Dasher were both waiting around for an order. To be clear, that's what DoorDash used to claim. The purpose of this video is to see how true those claims are today. DoorDash was trying to sell drivers on this program by flaunting the benefits through email, in the app, and on their website. DoorDash is great about talking up the perceived benefits of their latest and greatest programs that rarely, if ever, actually truly financially incentivize drivers. Now, what they're not so good at is being transparent with drivers when they take those benefits away from them. So what do you really get with the Top Dasher program now? If your answer includes priority to orders where the customers spend a certain dollar amount, or a tie being broken in your favor, you'd be wrong. I can't speak for you, but I never received any form of communication from DoorDash where they stated that they removed the claim that they're going to break ties in your favor or give you access to better paying orders. And why would they advertise that? They're squeezing an extra 20% acceptance rate out of Top Dashers versus drivers in the Diamond program. It's good business for them to keep their mouths shut and let drivers assume that they're getting perks that they really aren't getting. And this misinformation is being further spread by drivers who are quick to show their high-paying orders, but slower to mention the fact that they're in the large order program, a program completely unrelated to the Top Dasher program. With that said, I've heard drivers claim that being a Top Dasher is going to give you access to the best orders in the large order program. Well, let's see what DoorDash says about priority. Let's take a look at their website and see what they have to say about priority to orders where the customer spent more money. Wait a minute. It's not there. But there's also something else missing. They no longer claim to break the tie in your favor either. In fact, according to them, the only benefit of the Top Dasher program is the ability to dash now. This has been my long-winded way of showing you that DoorDash quietly removed these perks. While there are creators in the community who do try to be as transparent as possible, unfortunately, there are people out there who will turn on the camera and show you only what they want you to see. I'd like to take a moment to look at the idea that DoorDash still breaks ties in the Top Dasher's favor. Again, DoorDash used to make this claim. However, it's no longer the case. Yet this misinformation is still being spread through YouTube, Reddit, and various Facebook communities. You can find 2 videos on 2 channels testing this theory with completely differing results. Keep in mind, content creators can film this stuff as much as they want until they get their desired outcome. After all, editing is a beautiful thing. It's what allows me to hide how many times I tripped over my words when I filmed this video. Anyway, DoorDash has always talked a big game about the perks with their programs, and I'm of the mindset that if they're not making the claim, it just isn't happening. DoorDash gains nothing by removing this as a benefit if Top Dashers are actually still getting priority. So why would they remove it? Unless they're not actually getting priority. After all, they make the claim that drivers in both the large order program and the Diamond program are getting access to the highest paying orders in their area. So what's one more group of drivers pulling from the largest orders available? My point is, it's obvious that drivers in 2 completely unrelated programs can't have access to the highest paying orders around, let alone 3 groups of drivers. DoorDash removed this as a perk because it truly isn't a perk that you're getting as a Top Dasher. Now that we've deduced that you're not actually getting any ties broken in your favor or priority to higher paying orders, is the Top Dasher program a scam? While they didn't make any effort to communicate changes about the program, I do feel like they're accurately representing what drivers are actually getting. While DoorDash did not send out any kind of communication bragging about stripping away 2 of the benefits of the Top Dasher program, drivers who go and independently seek the information out will discover all of the perk associated with the Top Dasher program for themselves. In my opinion, the Top Dasher program used to be a scam. but it seems as more recently DoorDash has moved on to trying to manipulate drivers through Earn by Time and the Diamond program. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you're the only one that knows if you need to be a top dasher. But I'd argue that the vast majority of us don't. Let's talk about why. There's 5 requirements for entry into the Top Dasher program. These are a customer rating of at least 4.7, a completion rate of at least 95%, at least 200 lifetime deliveries completed, 100 deliveries within the last month, and a 70% acceptance rate. For somebody like me who multi-apps, a couple of those requirements are deal breakers. I'd like to start with completing 100 deliveries per month. While it may not be true in your market, in mine, DoorDash is one of the least paying apps out there, and therefore it's unrealistic for me to even accept 100 orders per month, let alone complete all of them. And the second one, the 70% acceptance rate. This is where they completely lose me. It is unrealistic for me to accept 7 out of 10 orders that they send me in my market. If I did that, I'd be making less than minimum wage. Being is that the only perk to the Top Dasher program is the ability to dash now. You need to ask yourself if hours in your market are truly that hard to come by. Your decision to be a top dasher should be based solely on the hours that you can or can't get in your market. Because, regardless of what anybody else tells you, Dash Now is the only perk that you'll be getting. Therefore, the notion that the Top Dasher program will make a positive financial impact is a fallacy. I'd like to take a few moments to address some of the most common arguments I hear from top dashers. The one I hear the most is, I'm a top dasher and I notice a difference in the orders I receive. In most markets, the time of day, day of the week, and day of the month play a massive role in the types of orders you'll receive. Keep in mind, to qualify for the Top Dasher program, you have to work for it for an entire month, and depending on when you're trying to qualify, you could be moving out of a slower period and into a busier period. Top dashers talk about something called Hell Week. Hell Week is the last week of the month where top dashers spend accepting almost every order that comes their way to get their acceptance rate back up to at least 70%. This happens as a result of them cherry picking the rest of the month. If the Top Dasher program was truly serving up these incredible orders that all top dashers talk about but can never prove, then there should be no need to cherry pick all month and then go through Hell Week at the end of the month to get your acceptance rate back up. This practice destroys any leg that argument stands on. Furthermore, there's something called motivated perception where people see what they want to believe. This is why you never seem to notice pregnant women until you or your partner are pregnant. All of a sudden, pregnant ladies are everywhere. Or you're thinking about buying a new Tesla, and then all of a sudden, every 5th car you see is a Model S. Similar to motivated perception and the Tesla, the same orders you see as a top dasher are the same orders I see as a non-top dasher. Another common argument that I hear is that top dashers get orders before non-top dashers. I'm the kind of guy that likes to get to know the other drivers in my market. As a result, I find myself having many conversations with top dashers and cherry pickers alike. I've had conversations with many top dashers in parking lots when we've both been waiting around for orders. And sure, sometimes they would get the offer first, but just as often, I'd get it first. So the idea of priority has never been something that's verifiable. I understand that this video has likely ruffled some feathers, and I'm more than willing to engage in dialogue with you in the comments section as long as your argument contains verifiable information and not just your feelings. What are your thoughts on the Top Dasher program? Have you tried it? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, you may also enjoy this video where I talk about how DoorDash tries to force higher acceptance rates. If you haven't done so yet, please do consider pressing the like button and subscribing to the RideShare Guy. I'm Zach Drives Fast for the RideShare Guy. Take care.